Hello guys, welcome back to the nursery. We will continue on with little Levi's painting. He's looking really good, guys. I love the way the color's looking. See all the mottling I did on him? I hope you can see it. I apologize for on all of the mottling layers. I got a lot out of frame on it because I'm just not used to working on camera. But he's still really pale, you can see. So we're going to go on, but the mottling turned out great. He's got purples and blues and reds. Looks really good. I done some blue undertoning on him, which looks good too. And so he's looking really good, guys. I must have some paint on my hand. Let me take that off. That's the only thing, guys, I need to watch. You need to watch your hands when you're, because when I open up my flesh colors, or any of the colors, I get it on my hands, I don't pay attention, then I pick up the baby and I get it on them. So, kind of watch that if you can, but if you're like me, you can't. You're always, you know, fooling with something else, and I forget to check. Okay, guys, next up, after the mottling, we are going to do flesh layers, and we're going to do 2 of these. And how I get my flesh layer, I've already got it mixed, so I'm not going to mix it again. I did mix it the last time in another video that I done. But I showed it in the last one how I mix it, and I've already got it mixed. I don't see mixing up some more right now, which I am getting low, so I'm going to have to mix some more. But this is just mineral spirits. I always use mineral spirits. This is Flesh 08. It's what I use. Then I add just a little bit of red to it, just Genesis red, just a little bit, guys, not a lot, and a little bit of raw sienna. And what that does is give it just those pretty golden undertones. Now, some people will paint a yellow layer on them, and sometimes I do. It just depends on what kind of a mood I'm in. Sometimes I'll put, or maybe a different, you know, I'm going with a different skin layer or whatever, you know, and I'll put like just a yellow, a Genesis yellow on them. Just a real, not a bright yellow, you know, just a real light yellow layer, and maybe even a couple, might put a couple on. But just this, on this particular one, I put the raw sienna in with that. Gives a little bit of a golden undertone. You just don't want to put a lot. Okay, now guys, how I do mine is, a lot of people don't do theirs this way. A lot of people do like put it on a sponge, and then they'll just go all over the baby like this. I don't do that. This is how I do mine. I'm not saying their way's right, or that my way's right, their way's wrong. Not at all. Just this is how I paint mine. And so what I do is I do mine more like I'm doing a wash. It's easier for me this way. I done a little ethnic baby, and I was trying to dab it on, you know, because I was watching the tutorials. I'm going to turn you around just a little bit more, so try to keep you in the frame this time. And they were just dabbing it on like this. Well, I never could get my skin layers even. It was just horrible by dabbing it like this. I mean, I'd get them thicker some places, thinner some places. I mean, the baby was coming up splotched. I'd have to wind up taking it off. And it's harder, guys, to do the darker colors on the babies. It really is. It's harder than the light colored ones, because you can see everything on them. And so I couldn't figure out what to do, and I'm like, gosh, I can't do that. It's coming up awful. I even ruined one kit, you know, trying to do it. It's when I was learning how to do the ethnic colors. And so I decided I'm just going to do it my way. I'm not going to dab it on with a sponge. I'm just going to go over it like with a wash like this, and then dab it off, and I could get it even. And sure enough, I could get it even that way. So this is just my way. It's how I do. It's, you know, I can do better doing this. Okay, so I just do it like washes, and then I take my big old mop brush I've got. I love this thing. It's getting worn out too. I'm going to have to buy another one. I got this one from Dolls by Sandy. It's called Baby Strokes, and it's a 3/4 mop. I love it. It works so good for this dabbing, you know, getting all this out of the corner, the creases rather, sorry. And I just love it. I'm going to have to get me a new one. That one's about had it, and I really like it. Oh, I told you I ruined my big old brush the other day on my silicone I was working on. So, we went to Walmart today, and I got me another one. Yay. This is a 1-inch flat, and I love it for doing the washes. And I used my other one. This is what I do all my Reborns with. And it was about wore out. I mean, I'd used it so much, but I just love that thing. I mean, it just covers them so well. And but I used it on my silicone, and as everybody knows, well, I guess everybody knows, silicone, when you use it, you just cannot get that stuff out of the brushes, no matter how hard you try most of the time. So you wind up having to just throw them after you use them after the silicone. So when I was doing the silicone, I borrowed my Reborn painting brush, which was that big 1-inch flat brush that I do my washes with. And I borrowed it to do my silicone, and of course it messed it up. So when I started Baby Levi, I didn't have one of those, so I was having to use a smaller like this, you know, a little smaller one and all like that. So I got me some more today, though, at Walmart. So I'm happy. I've got my big 1-inch flat brush back again. And it does washes great. If you're going to do like a wash on one, it was wonderful. But I do most of my layers like I'm doing washes because it's the way I can do. I do better that way. I get it more even. And like I say, you know, the ethnic baby, I was getting it, you know, it wasn't, you know, I was getting like thicker places and thinner places, and it just wasn't going on even, and it would look really bad. And you can do that on the darker colors, the ethnic, or, you know, just the darker colors. If you're doing those, they'll go on really unevenly if you don't pay them a lot of attention, guys. And I just couldn't do it. I tried, and I couldn't get it on right, other than just do it like this. And so I started putting my color on, like I told you, with just like a wash, and then dabbing it off that way with the sponge. And then I do that, and I go over here and I blot it out, and I come back out and take some more and just keep going around and around. And I got it even that way. It's the only way I could get it even, but I finally did get it. And that's the reason I said, I'm not saying everybody else's is the way that you should, I mean, mine's the way you should do it, and everybody else is wrong and all that. It's just, this is my way, and you'll figure out your own way too, what's best for you. I'm just giving you kind of an idea of what to, you know, everybody, you know, kind of different ways you can do things. There's all kind of different ways. And this is my way, so this is how I do it. But anyway, and just make sure that there's no buildup in any of the creases, in the ears. Check in the ears, behind the ears. Check in the mouth, around the nose, and in the nose, the eyes. Just check everything and make sure there's no buildup in any of them. If they are, take your mop brush and even it out in there. Don't let no buildup get in your creases because it's going to look bad. That's his first flesh layer wash on the head. I'm going to sit over here and just let it dry. And while that's drying, I'll be doing the other pieces. And as soon as I get them all done, I'll pop them in the oven. And I do, mine is the New Wave oven. And I do it on a number 6 setting for 8 minutes. Now, if you was doing this in a regular oven, I think it seemed like maybe 265, 275. Don't quote me on that, guys. I really don't. I can't remember, because I've actually never done mine in an oven, but I've heard other people talk and say about. But I'll be honest with you, I won't do them in an oven, and I wouldn't recommend anybody do them in a regular oven, not one that you cook on. Now, if you've got one somewhere that you're not cooking on, you could do it, but I don't recommend one you're cooking on. Some people may do it, but I sure wouldn't, because it's just dangerous. Those fumes goes into the element of the oven elements, and they stay there, and then when you cook your food, that goes into your food. And that's poison. I wouldn't do it. But I mean, hey, to each his own. That's what I always say, you know. Everybody's got their own things. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. You can use a little toaster oven. I don't think it heats as well around, you know, like as the New Wave does. You know, the New Wave has got like a little fan on it that blows in there while it's heating. And I think it distributes the heat more evenly. But I still rotate the pieces, like turn them while they're in there. So you can see I just do all the pieces just the same way. I just And I have my sponge. It's a bigger sponge. I didn't put the holes in it because it's not modeling. I just took the corners off of it, you know, where we wouldn't have like a sharp edge around there. And so I just, of course, this has been used before. I use my sponges over and over for as long as I can, guys, because this is an expensive hobby. It can get expensive. And really, it's just a hobby to me. I don't make very much money at it at all. Just more like something for me to do. And I love doing it. It's just something I love to do. So it's more or less just like a hobby for me. I don't make a lot of money. It's not like a business for me. I sell a few dolls here and there, but honestly, I don't make nothing on them much. And if I do make any little bit on them, I take it and put it right back into them, you know, buying blankets and clothes and passies and bottles and all that stuff. So really, I don't make nothing. But it's just, it's my little hobby that I do, and I really enjoy it. And I just thought maybe, you know, I'd get on here and show you guys. That's how come me to start my YouTube channel, was so I could share it with people. I have got some people that has ordered several dolls from me. A couple. I won't say their names or anything like that, because a lot of people, you know, I respect their privacy, but there have been some of my most devoted customers. And I give her a really good price because she is, well, him and her, because they are my devoted customers, some of them. And I give her a really good price because she's ordered so many from me, guys. My gosh, I don't even know how many she's ordered from me. Oh my gosh, probably right at 30 over the years, you know. And this is hers, actually, I'm working on now. And they never complain. They never, you know, they're great people. And they really help. My babies really help this man and woman. You know, because they're older, and he even loves them, you know. And he was taking depression pills and stuff like that, I think, and having to have medicine for depression and stuff. And he got into these dolls, and with her, she started it first. Okay, I'm going to hang his little leg over here on my little hanger, let it dry. But he started with her, you know, about collecting the dolls. Well, they actually got to, they were just so close to the dolls, you know, and everything. And it even helped him with his depression. He don't have to hardly take any depression medicine now. You know, and she told me that he never smiled, he never laughed until these started getting these babies. And she said it's just like it just opened him completely up. He's like a completely different person. And he talked again, you know, he just came out of his shell. And that's, guys, I don't make a lot of money doing this, like I told you. That's the reason I keep making these dolls. That's the reason I enjoy making these dolls, because I have got some people that just really, you know, it helps them. It helps them with depression, and it helps them, you know, all this stuff. And that's the reason I keep doing it. And so they still order dolls from me. And I've got several more to make for her. So I give her a good price because she has ordered a lot of babies from me. So I do her a good deal on them. And if anybody out there is interested in one, you know, you let me know, and I'll try my best to make you one. I'll try to give you the best deal possible and that I can. And I do payments, you know. I require a $100 deposit. And then once I get that, which that just helps me buy my supplies to get started, you know, and stuff like that. Because I don't get paid anything till the doll's finished. Excuse me. And I start out with that, and that's what buys the doll supplies. And then once I get the baby, well, some of the supplies, not all of them. And once I get all that done, though, then I start doing, you know, the hair and all that. And then I have to buy their clothes and, you know, different things. So it just, you know. But anyway, I got off track there a little bit. But I do the $100 deposit. And that's a security deposit. It is non-refundable. Because, you know, of course, I've ordered the supplies with that $100 to do parts of the baby. Move that around again, guys, in case some getting out of frame. I'm just trying to make sure this time. And, but that's how I do it. It's non-refundable. And then we'll set up payments for you on the rest. And, of course, I'll work with you on the payments. I usually do, like, the rest in, like, 2 payments after the initial $100 deposit. But if somebody can't make that much of a payment every month to pay it off, I will certainly work with you on the payments. It's fine. You know, as long as you let me know and, you know, how much you can pay and all that. And as long as you keep it up, you know, every month. And, you know, we'll work it out somehow. And as long as you let me know, even if a month came up that you couldn't make the payment, you know, you could say, hey, you know, I've come up with an unexpected medical bill. I might be able to, if you let me know, just let me know. I'll work out, we'll work it out. And so, I try to, anybody that wants one, I try my best to give them a good price. So, I want people that want one, I want them to have one if they want one. And, of course, I do these videos, so if you want to try one yourself, you know, I'll help you any way I can. If you want to order your own stuff and try to make a baby yourself, and you can watch my videos. And then, of course, if you have any questions or whatever, you can message me. I'll try my best to help you. And I'm not in it for the money, guys. I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it to help people. That's what I'm in it for. It helps people, and that's what I'm in it for. I'm not in it for the money. I'm retired. Okay, we'll hang that little arm over there. I'm retired. My husband is disabled at home, and I'm retired. And we have our animals and stuff outside, and I love doing that. But this is just a passion of mine. I really love painting my dolls and making them, creating them, and then seeing the end results of what they look like when I get through. It's just really, I don't know. It's just, every time, I get excited every time, guys, with a new sculpt that I haven't done and painted. You'd think after 8 years, you know, you'd think I'd get tired of this. But every time I make a new baby, you know, it's something I haven't made before, have a new sculpt or whatever. And when one comes in the mail for me to do, you know, like a blank sculpt, I mean, they'll come out with a new one, and I'll have the money, you know, maybe put back or something. I can afford to buy it, the kit. And it'll come in the mail. Oh, my gosh, I get so excited. It's just like Christmas to me. Even though I'm not going to keep the baby. I want to sell the baby, of course. But still, it's just like Christmas to me. I enjoy it so much. I got a new one coming in. Now, I've got another baby, I told you, coming in this week. And I'm going to tell you who it is. I'm going to, what it is, I'm going to let it be a surprise. But I have got another baby that I've just got put down a pre-order on right now. It's the $20 pre-order. It is Lucida, I think is how you say it, by Adri Stoetti. And she's not done yet. They're just taking pre-orders. And man, guys, you talking about one beautiful baby girl. She's gorgeous. If you haven't seen her pictures, what she will look like when she's, you know, well, kind of what she could look like. Because everybody does their baby's different. Might do it different hair color, whatever. But you can go on over to McPherson's and look at the pre-order over there on her, and they give you a few pictures too. A sneak peek, as they call it. Is it McPherson's Arts, I think. Arts and Crafts, McPherson's. And you can look her up. It's Lucida, I think is how you say it. It's Lucida. I believe it's pronounced Lucida. And you can look her up and see how she'll look. But now I've only got a pre-order on her. So I will be getting her in. And I'm going to be painting her, and she will be up for sale when I get through with her. I will put her up for sale. So if anybody's interested in her, you can let me know. If not, I'll put her on eBay for sale. I'll put her up on eBay for sale. And but she is gorgeous. And then I got that baby coming in, the surprise baby. And I don't want to tell anybody what it is because I want it to be a surprise. Says it will come Thursday. That's the estimated date. So I don't know. I was talking to my last winner on my prize giveaway, first of the month. And she hasn't received she won last month. It was a dress, a beautiful little Easter dress and a sweater. She still hasn't received it because she's in, I think, was in Canada. Was she Canada? I think. Anyway, I had the address. My mind goes wonky on me these days, guys. But anyway, I sent it to her, and she still has not received that. Now, of course, I had to ship it the cheaper way because it was just so expensive, the shipping rate. And they said it would take longer. I hope she gets that, guys. It really concerns me that she hasn't got it yet. She should have had it by now. And I could track it as long as it was in the United States. But once it went out of the United States, I can't track it. And it's got to go through customs and all that stuff. So they did tell me it might take a while to get there. But my gosh, I didn't think it would take this long. But anyway, I've told her to keep me posted on it. I hope she receives it. I hope it makes it through to her. Because, you know, that little dress was an expensive little dress. And that little cardigan that went with it. So I hope it makes it. Don't get lost or nothing. But I did ship it. And I sent her the tracking number. But like I said, once it gets out of the United States, it's out of my hands. So, you know, there's nothing I can do. After it goes there, I won't be able to even... You can't track it or nothing once it leaves the United States. And it's the way I had to ship it because, guys, it was so expensive to ship there. It cost me $17 to ship that way. And so I just couldn't afford anything else. So I had to ship it the cheapest way that I could. I would love to send it priority, but it's just so expensive. God, I'm thinking it was like $30-something to send it priority. And I can't afford that, guys. I wish I could. So I have decided on my giveaways that anybody, if they don't live within the United States and they win, they have to agree to pay shipping. Because I can't do it. I wish I could. I really do. If I could, I would. But that's just so expensive. Gosh. I didn't know that the shipping rates were that high on stuff anymore. But I guess it is. Like I said, I don't ship a lot of stuff until I got started on this. That's the reason I got started doing my YouTube. I was going to tell you that earlier. I got sidetracked. I'm bad for that, guys. I'll be talking about one thing, get sidetracked, and, you know. But that's one reason I started the YouTube was, you know, to kind of to help me promote my babies. And then, too, I don't know. I just wanted to share, you know, the art of making them. I wanted to share that with people, how I do it, and, you know. Now, like I say, I don't do them this way all the time. I got different ones that I do different ways. But this one will be a real pretty baby. If you do your baby like this, you will have a very nice, beautiful little baby. And this is the easiest way I know how to do it. Just me. You know. So, I thought, well, I'll share this with everybody, and hopefully everybody that wants to can make them a baby. They'll have a beautiful reborn. Whether you be, you know, role-playing with them or just a collector, you know. I'm more of a collector, guys. I like to collect dolls. I love dolls, baby dolls, and, you know, I'm more of on the collector's end. Okay, we're almost done, guys, and I'll put this in the oven to bake. As quick as I get this done. I'm going to try to hurry, guys, because this video is getting really, 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 really long. And it takes forever to load these long videos. I just love getting on here, though, and talking to all you guys. I've got some faithful people that are here every time I can count on to be here. They're always here. And then if something does happen, then they're not here. I'm wondering where they're at. I'm like, oh, my gosh. I hope they're not sick or you know, something's happened or something, you know, they're, you know, family problems or whatever. Hope they're okay. And then they'll come back on and say hi, and I'm like, you know, I'm relieved because I like talking to you guys. You know, you get close to people, even though you've never seen them before. You get close to the ones that you see all the time and talk to here all the time on the videos. Okay, guys, that's the last limb. I'm going to hang it over here and let it dry. And as soon as that dries, guys, I'm going to put that into my little oven right over here, and I'll do it on a number 6 setting, and do it for 8 minutes, and I'll rotate it while it's in there. Then I will bring it out. I'll let it completely cool, and you're going to do this 2 times. So we'll do it this time, bring it back out, let it cool, and then I'll do it again, put it back in again for a second time. Same thing, the flesh color. So in other words, you're putting on 2 layers of flesh. I usually use 2. Sometimes I will have to use 3 if I've done a pretty strong mottling layers. And I think, oh gosh, that's too strong. I may put on 3. See, what it does is it puts those mottling colors and stuff in the background. And if they're a little too bright for you, you can always do 3 layers of the flesh, and it'll tone them down a little bit. So, but usually I do 2. I do pretty good on 2. So anyway, guys, that's it. And don't forget about the Reborn dog giveaways, guys. And the monthly giveaways, and spread the word. Please share it, you know, and spread the word so we can get the Reborn dog giveaway. Ring the notification bell so you don't miss one of my videos. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and share with everybody. And I sure appreciate it. Okay, guys, that's it. I'll see you soon in a new video. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.